Convention, it's not just the adults getting involved, the kids are having fun too. The Bible may be almost 2,000 years old, but there are always new ways to share its stories with the next generation, as Radzi Chinyanganya from Blue Peter found out when he visited Prt2 in Cornwall for Songs of Praise.
During the long school summer holidays, lots of children will be enjoying the great outdoors, whilst others may be glued to their computers playing games.
But at this beach mission, you can do both.
At this beach in Prt2, keeping the kids occupied during the summer, there has been a beach mission for over 100 years. And as well as fun and games, they also study the Bible.
Sing for joy to the Lord. Let us shout aloud to the rock of our salvation.
But this year, that doesn't always mean using the good book itself.
Backstory is, that's the land of Ancora, okay? And it's gone dark. And your job is to bring light back to the land of Ancora. You do this by gathering stories.
Guardians of Ancora is a game designed to introduce children to Bible stories.
Okay, so you go into that and you press quest 1, and you press play.
So this is the oldest man in the Bible, lived to 969.
Oh my goodness.
That's a very old age.
The free app has been developed by the Scripture Union, and after 3 years in the making, it has just launched.
Scripture Union's done Bible reading notes for about 150 years to help people read the Bible. And we knew that we needed something for kids aged 8 to 11, that sort of area. And we thought the digital space was the obvious place to be. And really the question was how to do it. And having initially thought of something that was traditionally about publishing, we actually came around, actually use a game, using something that's interactive, fully immersive, because that is where kids exist these days. But the whole idea was that the thing should be so attractive and that kids can stumble across this game and just find it fun in its own right, and at the same time find the Bible stories woven into it.
And where would the game sit, perhaps, with traditional Bible reading? Is it looking to actually replace the Bible?
I think it'll sit alongside it, but I think there's so many people who don't actually read books anyway. Not because they can't read, but actually it's just never been a natural place for them to be. But actually do find using their tablets or their iPhones a natural place to be. Can actually reach the Bible.
And simply by taking Bible stories and turning them into a game, is there the danger that it's being oversimplified?
There's always that risk, but it's not just a bunch of Bible stories which have been randomly put together. It is stories which tell something about the character of God and then put them in context. There's actually a genuine opportunity that they are growing spiritually online, and that's something that's never really been done before.
Today, the game's being demonstrated on a fresh bunch of new users. So, what's the verdict?
I think, personally, it is a bit more fun than a Bible because you don't have to sit there reading all the time.
You guys Christians?
No.
Well, that's really interesting because although you're not Christians, the content of this game is about the Bible and Christianity, but you still find it interesting.
It's a story, but it's in a fun game as well. So like you learn about it, but you're still having fun playing it.
And how do you rate this game?
I think it's a 10 out of 10. Yeah.
Really?
Really?
Oh, well, it doesn't get much better than that. Today's been genuinely fascinating and a real insight for me personally. And while I don't think this will ever replace the Bible, I do think it makes a fantastic accompaniment. And when I was a kid, I think I'd have loved it. But I'm not a kid anymore. Guys, are we fans?
For our next hymn, we stay on the beach, but this time in Blackpool.
Like the
highlight for many people here at the convention are the worship sessions led by Stuart Townend, the man behind some wonderful Christian praise songs. I caught up with him on a break from the singing. What's the convention like for you? How are the audience here?
Oh, it's fantastic. I think there's a real kind of community feel, family feel to it all. So people are really enjoying being together and worshipping together. So there really is there's a kind of a hunger to grow in their faith, and there's a real enjoyment of being in one place, particularly in a place where people have worshipped and heard teaching for generations.
And is there something special about performing praise songs in this stunning setting?
I think it is inspiring. I think it's wonderful. I mean, we sometimes sing songs that are about creation, reminding us that God made this, that God's got his imprint on the landscape that we see.
Do you camp?
No, that's far too primitive. No, we're in a house with walls and heating.
How do you choose your set list for an event like this?
I think you're looking for a mixture of things, some more celebration songs, some that are more contemplative, songs that explore the breadth of what the gospel is and the breadth of our faith.
One of the things you do here is an audience with Stuart Townend. What are you hoping to share with the audience during those?
I do a lot of the songs that I've written or co-written with others. I think the idea is partly to play songs that are new to people, but also to play songs that are familiar, but perhaps give a little bit of the background of why I wrote a particular song.
The song is based on 1 Corinthians 13, and it's an amazing passage of Scripture. So it's an encouragement to, in the middle of being in activity, and lots of activity may be going on in our lives, but actually we can just be noisy cymbals and clanging gongs if we're not remembering that it's all about him, receiving his love and his love being poured out to others. That's what this song is all about. It's called Never Failing Love. If I sang the songs the angels sing, if I grasped the depths of everything, though the mysteries of this world were mine, I'm nothing without love. I could give to every child in need. I could save the planet from our greed. I could stand for justice till I bleed and never know his love. Love is patient, love is kind, not envious or boastful, humble, pure and undefiled, rejoicing in the truth. I could give my money to the poor. I could preach the gospel door to door. Even save 1,000 souls or more, and still not know his love. This love will never fail. When the finest words have passed away, and the best we have is yesterday, there is one thing that is here to stay, is never failing.